Little Fox.
The Story of Dr. Dolittle. Chapter 22. The Smell.
The smells came from the opposite direction.
We must turn this boat around,
Dr. Dolittle stated.
Jip, are you sure?
Said Gub-Gub, sniffing.
I don't smell anything.
That's because you're a pig,
Barked Jip.
Pigs have a good sense of smell, too.
Gub-Gub said proudly.
I can smell coffee, biscuits, strawberry jam.
You're holding a biscuit with strawberry jam.
Jip shouted.
And there's coffee downstairs. Stop arguing! Let's find the boy's uncle!
Dr. Dolittle scolded. Jip continued to sniff the air.
We're getting closer, Doctor,
The dog said.
I'll look from up here,
Said Tutu as he flew up to the mast. They sailed all day, but they saw no land anywhere. Even the boy began to lose hope.
Is Jip sure, Dr. Dolittle? Can you ask him again?
He asked. But Dr. Dolittle trusted his faithful dog.
I believe Jip. I'm sure he knows what he is doing.
The doctor replied. Jip suddenly howled loudly.
Oh! What's the matter, Jip?
Asked the worried doctor.
We must hurry. The smell is getting weaker. Hurry!
Jip barked. Dr. Dolittle and the animals found some rope. They made it into thin strings again. Then the doctor called the birds.
This pirate's ship is fast,
He told them.
but we must go faster.
Just like before, the birds pulled the ship. It moved faster than ever.
I'm flying! I'm flying!
The boy shouted excitedly.
Jip, Jip,
Tutu suddenly cried.
there's an island ahead of us.
The island was small, but it had a huge rock on it,
Let's sail around the island first.
suggested Dab-Dab. Dr. Dolittle thanked the birds for their help. Then he slowly guided the ship around the island. He could see no living creatures there, no man, birds, or animals.
Hello!
Dr. Dolittle called out.
Hello!
Echoed the rock. Dr. Dolittle shook his head and looked at Jip.
But he's here. I know it.
Jip said. So the doctor put down the anchor. Everyone got off the ship. Jip started to sniff the ground and walk toward the rock.
Do you think my uncle is here?
Asked the boy. But Dr. Dolittle could not answer him. At last, Jip let out a great bark. He stood beside a big, deep hole in the middle of the rock.
Can you see anything?
The boy asked Dr. Dolittle.
I will go down and look.
The brave doctor replied. It was very dark inside the hole.
It looked like a cave.
Dr. Dolittle shouted out.
Do you see anything?
Dab-Dab called down. Dr. Dolittle lit a match,
I do.
said the doctor excitedly. There, in the corner of the cave, lay a man with red hair.
The Story of Dr. Dolittle. Chapter 23. The Fisherman's Village.
Gently, very carefully, Dr. Dolittle walked over to the man. Just then, his match went out again.
Get away from me, Ben Ali!
Shouted the man. He thought it was a Barbary pirate.
Wait! I'm not Ben Ali!
Dr. Dolittle cried.
Who are you then?
Asked the man with red hair.
My name is John Dolittle, and your nephew is with me.
Explained the doctor. The man's eyes filled with tears.
My dear nephew, where is he?
Dr. Dolittle led the man out the hole. The boy was so happy to see his uncle.
Jip, I'm sorry I didn't believe you.
Gub Gub cried.
We're all sorry.
Cried Dab Dab.
You're the smartest dog in the world.
All the animals shouted. The uncle explained what had happened.
Ben Ali put me on this island because I didn't want to be a pirate. I had no food or water. I lived on pickles and lemons for 4 days.
The man and his nephew lived in a fishing village. Dr. Dolittle sailed the ship toward their home.
There is my village, and up there is my house.
The man pointed excitedly. In the village, a woman spotted the red sails. "It's the Barbary pirates! It's Ben Ali! Help!" she screamed. People came running toward the beach. It was indeed the Barbary ship. The people of the village were ready to fight the pirates.
Mommy, it's me!
The little boy shouted. "What? Can it be? Oh, my baby!" cried the woman. Of course, no pirates got off the ship. Only the boy, his uncle, Dr. Dolittle, and his animals. The boy's mother was the sister of the red-haired man. Dr. Dolittle and his animals stayed with them. The boy was her son. The boy and his uncle told the village people what had happened.
That's how Dr. Dolittle got the Barbary ship,
said the boy.
Then where is Ben Ali now?
Asked a villager.
He is on an island where he is living as a farmer,
replied the doctor.
Ben Ali, the great Barbary pirate, is now a farmer? Three cheers for Dr. Dolittle, who saved us from Ben Ali! Hooray!
Laughed the other village people. After 2 days, it was time to leave the village. The mayor gave Dr. Dolittle a gift.
To the brave man who rescued us from pirates, Dr. Dolittle,
said the mayor. He handed the doctor a small box. Inside was a beautiful pearl and diamond watch.
Oh my! Thank you very much!
Dr. Dolittle exclaimed. The mayor took another box.
Where is the dog?
He asked. Inside the box was a gold collar.
For the bravest dog in the world?
The mayor said. Everyone in the village waved goodbye.
Have a safe journey!
They shouted. They watched as the red sails disappeared across the waters.
The Story of Dr. Dolittle. Chapter 24.
Home again.
About a month later, Dr. Dolittle reached Puddleby.
Oh, Puddleby, it's good to be home.
The doctor let out a long sigh.
Home sweet home,
shouted Gub Gub.
I can't wait to see everyone,
Dab Dab said excitedly. They walked slowly back to the house.
Everything looks the same,
remarked Gub Gub.
Puddleby will never change,
added Dr. Dolittle.
Dr. Dolittle.
A horse pulled his glasses closer.
Oh, hello. How are you?
The doctor asked pleasantly. The horse could not speak for a while.
We thought you left Puddleby,
he finally said.
No, we went on
Dr. Dolittle paused.
An adventure.
Finally, they arrived at the house.
Welcome to your new home,
the doctor said to the push-me-pull-you.
Thank you, it's very nice,
the creature replied. Suddenly, the doors opened.
Dr. Dolittle! Dr. Dolittle!
shouted all the animals that had stayed behind. Dr. Dolittle spent hours telling them about the trip.
What's that?
The cow whispered to Dab Dab.
That's the push-me-pull-you, the rarest animal in the world,
the duck answered.
It's got two heads.
The rabbit said too loudly. Shh, the other animals said to the rabbit. Before long, everyone in Puddleby heard of Dr. Dolittle's return. They also heard he brought a two-headed animal from Africa. Dr. Dolittle put up a sign that read, "The rarest animal in the world. Look but don't touch." At first, the push-me-pull-you was very uncomfortable. But soon he didn't mind people looking at him. People from the circus wanted to buy him.
"See?"
said Dab Dab.
"Everybody wants you."
Dr. Dolittle didn't want more money. He had more than enough.
Money.
He sighed.
What a headache! But it's nice not to have to worry.
Dr. Dolittle visited the sailor who had given him the boat.
I'm sorry about your boat.
He apologized. The kind sailor said,
That's okay, Doctor. I'm glad you're home safely.
But then the doctor surprised him. Dr. Dolittle gave the sailor not one but two boats. One of them was the Barbary ship.
Oh, thank you so much,
cried the sailor.
Without your help, we could never have gone to Africa.
Dr. Dolittle shook the sailor's hand. Dr. Dolittle also bought a new piano.
Now you can move out of my drawers.
He told the happy mice.
And back inside the piano.
Every day was filled with joy, now that Dr. Dolittle was back. Dr. Dolittle continued to take care of other people's animals, but he was happiest at home with his pets. Every night, the kind animal doctor fell asleep smiling to himself, and every night he dreamt about his next adventure.